Hello everybody, welcome to CC Sim Racing. I am your host Craig Cook, and we have an absolute belter of a race this afternoon, or this evening should I say, at Brands Hatch. It's actually 11:30 with fine weather, so we could say it's the morning. But yeah, welcome everybody. My name's Craig Cook. I'm your commentator this evening. With me tonight is our very special guest we had on Monday, and it's Adam Barth, who did an absolutely stupendous job for his first run. So Adam Barth, welcome to the commentary box again.
Yeah, thank you very much. Evening, Craig. Evening, everybody. It's good to be back. Hopefully I can do as good a job as I did last time.
Yeah,
learn from the master again, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. A lot to learn me, a lot to learn myself. So yeah, we'll keep pushing, we'll keep learning, we'll get better and better as we go along. Great to see everyone already sharing the stream. Thank you very much. Great to see Simrigs UK has followed us on Twitch as well. Great to see them part of what we are doing. And please go and check out their Facebook page as well. Also on the website. Simrigs UK, go and check them out. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Right, so we have a great race tonight, round 5 at Brands Hatch, and let's take a look at the info that is required. Let's check this out. So let's go and have a look. So the R8 LMS Audi Sport car is the one we're using, the 2015. So race 1 is a 10-minute sprint race, with race 2 being a 20-minute race with a rolling start, a reverse grid, and a mandatory pit stop. But it's a stop-go pit stop. No tyres are required. BOP is on. Super soft tyres also. Damage is on full. Flags are on, and penalties are on weak. So obviously there is no jump start for race 2 because it's rolling. Tracks are Monza, Spa, Nürburgring, Suzuka, Brands Hatch, but we have got 3 extras that are coming in: Catalunya, Fuji, and I forgot the last one. Oh, Adam Barth, give me some steam.
I don't know.
Interlagos, there we go.
Interlagos, there it is. I got it at the same time as you.
Oh, brilliant. There we go. I had it all planned, and there we go. Mr. Nick Brewster is there as well. Hello, Nick. Great to see you, buddy. Fantastic to see you. And for some reason, that table has not come up, the one that I put down earlier. So that's strange. It's actually come up with the wrong one. So let's have a look at this one. Thank you very much for waiting, for being so patient as well, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. So the Audi R8 Championship has really sort of been taken away by Dusty with 172 points, ladies and gentlemen. He's absolutely away with it, isn't he, Adam?
Yeah, absolutely flying in that championship, but he's only in 3rd at the moment in qualifying, so he's not won it just yet. But no. He's a good driver. He's a good driver. He's one to watch for this race for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We've also got Clive Smith for CC Sim. He's there in 2nd place on 118. Cole is there for GT Harwood with 116. Filippini, his teammate. Both of them have been absolutely fantastic the last 2 races. Now jumping to 4th with 91. Napisak missed a race, so he's dropped down as well on 84 points, but he's back this week. So we'll see how he can do, and I think he's in the top 5 at this moment in time. Then we have Dave 88. Obviously Jose's not racing at the moment. Dave 88 is there on 73, and he's looking very quick as well. We will take a look at that in a moment. Lofty as well, another fast driver. He's really set himself up with his new Fanatec DD wheel, and he's enjoying that, as you can see in one moment. We'll check that out. Benno Big Time on 53 needs a good race today. Was not on a good day last week, so fingers crossed he has a good one this week. Stickman again, if he gets a pole position in the reverse race, see what happens there. He was fantastic at Spa. We'll see what he can do. Crafty's back as well. He's on 44 points. Ashboy was a reserve. He's got a nice substantial amount of points there on 37. Lee is there as well for E-Team Hard, and he's on 31 points. Haslett is back as well. He had a disconnect last week. Fingers crossed he's okay this week. He has got it hardwired properly this time. He's on 28 points. Stuck on the grid, unfortunately he's not here, but he's on his way to Pembrey, which is where all of us are going, and the Mighty Mini crew, and we are going to be racing there on Saturday and Sunday, so keep an eye out for that on Club 70 YouTube and Facebook, so have a look at that. 750.
That's going to be worth a watch as well, because you're doing that live as well, aren't you? 750 Racing Club, that's going live, so that's going to be a great watch.
Yeah, nerve-wracking, but great watch as well, especially if it starts raining. Well, of course it's going to rain in Wales. But there we go.
Pembrey, it's going to be wet.
Then we got Pop Motorsport, another reserve. He's on 27. Grandad's back as well. He's on 15, so look out for him today. Lee's back. Lee Campbell. Vicky raced last week, but she's given up her seat for her husband so he can race around here because he loves this track and he races mini round here. Hannah's there as well on 10 points. Unfortunately, obviously she's a reserve, so she'll be back maybe next week. And Lime Liquor is in a casino at this moment in time, hopefully winning lots and lots of money. But there we are. That is the rundown of the championship. And let's go and take a look at the guys on track now, shall we? And it's very interesting out on track. So Nappy Sack is there.
Close is the word you're looking for. Close is the word you're looking for. Look how close they are between Nappy Sack, Dusty. Well, it's even got closer now. Just as we say that. Nappy Sack, Dusty, Clive. It's less than half a second between them.
Yeah, indeed. We're just going to stay on board with Nappy Sack. And actually, let's literally go on board with Nappy Sack. There he is. He is purple at the moment. He's gone 3 tenths faster as well as he goes through Surtees. Lovely long straight coming up to Hawthorns, down the dip, under the bridge, flat out. We're going to wait for this, having a break, and then off the throttle, and he's dropped a little bit of time coming through there, but still purple at the moment. And then we come into Westfield, very tricky corner. Want to clip the curb and a little bit more, try not to hit the sand on the side there. And there is a bet to see who actually makes some sand castles today. I do bring it up most of the time. Through Dingledale, and then here we go into the really harsh left-hander, and he's got up again, so clipping that curb on the exit, maybe if you're lucky just get the grass and you're going to spin out, and you don't want to do that. So into the last corner, and he'll go on to the start-finish straight. So Clark's curve there, start-finish straight. This looks like it's going to be a good time. Could be a 20. He's just hit a 21, but he's still fastest at the moment. Dusty in second. This is very intense. So let's have a look at the timing board at the moment, and it is Nappy Sack on pole. Dusty in second, but look how close they are, as Adam's just mentioned. That is absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. Top 9 are literally separated by a second.
This is going to be a close first race. I'm not going to even attempt to call this one. Come back, Lime Liquor, all is forgiven. You can have this job. I don't want to call this race.
Well, I'm just looking at consistency, and I don't know, I'm not too sure. There is some very consistent drivers. I'm really impressed with Haslett. He's there in 4th at the moment. Clive's very consistent. Well, they're all very consistent, to be honest. So, on his day as well, Crafty is an absolute weapon. And, we know Lee knows the track as well, so we'll see what he can do. But anything can happen. But I just noticed there's a message from Paul Cunningham there, and he's actually put... that's a nice looking table. Thank you very much, Paul Cunningham, for doing the table. So let's get this one underway. It looks like everyone is ready. It's going to be very exciting, absolutely epic. Can't wait for this one. Round 1. You can see Grandad is just coming into the pits and changed some tyres. But here we go, Adam Bath. We are going to be going into race 1 with 1 second to go, 0, and that is it. Go on, Clive, doing a great job, says James there. And Von Shadow says that one's a tight grid, should be a great race. Really looking forward to this. So here we are round 5, race 1. With your commentators Craig Cook and Adam Bath. Pole position, Nappy Sack, Dusty 2nd, Clive 3rd, Haslett 4th, Dave in 5th, Lofty 6th, Filippini 7th, Cole in 8th, Crafty 9th, and Lee takes out the top 10. We're going to take these off this week, and we're going to leave that on. And then I'm going to have some little other stuff at the bottom that you can't see. And we're going to wait for these lights to go green. Don't forget, full damage on. This will be very tough going into Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. Great start from everyone. Oh, Lee. Oh, no, sorry, it's Dave. Next Gen Dave lights up the tyres as they come into turn 1. But it is going to be Nappy Sack who takes the lead. Looks like Clive's got down the inside of Dusty here for position. It's going to be a great shot. That's a great shot as they come into... Druids there for the first time, and it's Nappy Sack from Dusty, from Clive, and has he got that done? Dusty's got it done around the outside there, Adam. That's a great little move.
Great move, and it's clean so far as well. Nobody's ended up in the kitty litter just yet, and so we're going to look a little bit further back, but everybody's got through cleanly. That's a good start for this first race.
Yeah, definitely. Crafty just gives Carl a little nudge, and he goes on to the grass just a little bit, not too much, but it's just enough for both of them to get through. Surtees there, and again, very tough corner, but it is Nappy Sack in the lead. Let's go on board with Nappy Sack, and let's see what he can do. There is Dusty in second. Great looking shot of all the cars, and look at the map. It is just literally nose to tail of Audi R8s. Oh, love the sound of that.
And they're all just following each other around quite close. There's no overlaps at the moment. They're just trying to find their feet, I think, on this first lap, just to see what they got under them. But a little bit wide there. Was that Lee I saw going off in the background a bit there? He's got it back on, and he's got Lofty right behind him. Lofty is going to try and get around the outside here. I don't know if he can make. No, he's backed out. Not going to the inside now. Bit of contact. Lee's gone wide. Has he kept it on? Yes, he has.
He has.
That was a bit of a mistake for Lee there. He ran a little bit wide. Grass, but good recovery. He's still got time to pull this back though.
Yeah, definitely. He's trying to get that inside line as he comes into Paddock Hill Bend, and Lee, the other Lee Duncan from Team Hard there, Team Hard, has gone into 11th. So watch out for Lee and see if he has a comeback run. But it is Nappy Sack who's enjoying himself at the moment in the lead. Dusty in second. There's a little gap there from Clive to Haslett. Haslett's having a good race. Good luck to Haslett. I'm just hoping he doesn't disconnect. Shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. There we go, I've said it.
There's to the commentator, Greg.
Yeah,
there's to the commentator.
Indeed. So there we go. It's Next Gen Dave in 5th, Filippini 6th. There's Crafty in 7th, having a good race at the moment. Great to see him. Carl there in 8th. Benno Big Time's having a good run as well. Great to see Benno Big Time and his teammate behind him, Lofty there. And we have Lee there in 11th place with Grandad just behind. So Grandad's made another position there with Stickman as well. So Lee's had a mistake somewhere. He's now in 14th and just dropped off the pace there. So again, plenty of time to get it right. And you can see Nappy Sack's under real pressure from Dusty now. Let's go on board with Nappy Sack again. And really showing some pressure now is Dusty on Nappy Sack there, Adam.
Yeah, Dusty, I think he just took it careful for the first lap or so. Now he's seen where Nappy Sack's fast, and he's just following his wheel tracks. And these two are just going to work together and pull away now, and wait until later on in the race, and then they'll fight. Having said that, he's looking down the inside, but no, he's not going to make that one.
Oh, there's a little touch of the grass there, and a little bit of the gravel as well, and he's snaking around his Nappy Sack. He's
how did he save
it? Wow, how did he save it? That was fantastic. And look at Dusty, he gets a little pack the back of Nappy Sack's car, and Dusty nearly went round, and here's a great shot there we go, a great shot of the cars going over was it Cooper Straight there, so great to see. And there it is.
That's brought Clive back into it now. Yeah. Sorry, that has brought Clive back into it now, hasn't it? Because they attack.
Who was that just went off? We just saw a car go. Oh, it's Benno Big Time, I think. Yes, it is Benno Big Time. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to that because we just missed Benno Big Time go into the wall. Now, I don't know what's happened. Has he left? Has he left? So he's lost the back end of the car, tries to get it back on, and he's waiting, and he's just waiting for the end. Well done to him. Yeah, he has done really, really well. So he waited for everyone to go past, which is great respect from Benno Big Time. But at the moment, it's Nappy Sack in the lead, Dusty second, Clive in third. There is Haslett in fourth. Dave is on the back. Great exit from Dave, 88 there, as he climbs all over the back of Haslett into clearways there. Through Clark's curve, but it's still Haslett holding off Dave. Let's go on board with Haslett because he's under real pressure now. Move down the inside, Paddock Hill Bend.
And he's made that stick. That was a good brave move. That was a good move, and he managed to get it stopped as well. He's run a little bit wide, but he's got it. That was a good move. I like that.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Great spot there. Filippini in 8th there, 7th, and then we've got Crafty, Filippini in 6th, Crafty in 7th, and Cole there in 8th.
Nappy Sack ran a little bit wide. Sorry, up the front, Nappy Sack ran a little bit wide, and Dusty's there. No, couldn't take advantage of that. But yeah, Nappy Sack just ran a little bit wide coming out of Graham Hill Bend, and Dusty is absolutely on him. He's putting him under a lot of pressure. Trying round the outside. This isn't going to work. They are not going to go side by side through there, are they? No, they're not. Backed out.
We've seen it work before, Adam, but not this time. But again, look what's happened. It's given Clive Smith another opportunity. Again, sideways was Dusty coming through Hawthorns. That's absolutely fantastic car control all over the back of Nappy Sack now. 4.5 minutes to go of this sprint race. 20-minute race in the next one. Oh, and it's a spinner. Dave spun. Dave has spun out of contention, so we're going to have a quick look at that and see what happened. I'm sorry, everyone.
I think he just caught the curb. I didn't see what happened. I think he probably just ran a little bit wide, clipped the
yeah,
curb. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he did off the back end of Dingle Dell there onto the grass on the left-hand side. Got a wheel caught in the grass, and that was enough to bring the car around. And what a shame. And it's still Nappy Sack holding the lead from Dusty. Clive there in third. There's Haslett in fourth. He's having a fantastic race. Filippini trying to get onto the back of that with Crafty in sixth. Cole in seventh. Dave now in eighth. Lofty in ninth with Lee there for Eating Hard in 10th. But Nappy Sack is doing a brilliant job of holding this lead at the moment.
And Dusty's got the fastest lap, but Nappy Sack's fastest lap isn't actually that far off. Nappy Sack's got a 22.194, and Clive's fastest lap is a 22.186. So there's really nothing in it between these two.
Absolutely fantastic. Purple again for Nappy Sack as he goes through Hawthorns, and again it's a great little battle, isn't it? It's really, really good to watch. So Nappy Sack from Dusty. Can Dusty make it another win? But he's got a very good driver in front of him, and he's enjoying himself here.
Crafty's run a little bit wide. In the background. He's lost a couple of positions there. He's down to 9th now, unfortunately. He ran a little bit wide, just caught the gravel. He got a little bit of nudge on the way through from somebody as well, but he was already off at that point. He's dropped down to 9th, but he's still going, no damage.
Yeah, dirty tyres through Hawthorns, as we said in the debrief. Got to be careful on the exit of Hawthorns to get on the grass. You're also going to get a bit of dust on the tyres as well. And then going into Westfield.
Sack's just gone purple.
So
Nappy Sack's on his way now. He's just gone purple, and he's starting to pull away, half second in the lead.
There we go. Nappy Sack is there in the lead. Dusty second, Clive in third. He's doing a good job. Here is Nappy Sack. I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but he's living to expectation here. And awesome job. Yellow flag, and I think that will be Benno. I think he's just pulled off the track to let those guys through. Well done to Benno. And Nappy Sack still holding this lead. He's now 7 tenths in front now. But it's a good battle at the back there. I'm just going to quickly have a look at this. There it is. There's Stickman there, Lee. We have Grandad all having a good battle. And then we have just in front of them is E-Team Hard's Lee Duncan in 10th. Back with Crafty. There he is in 9th. Lofty on the back of this group as well. They're in 8th place with Dave now back on pace. And now all over the back of Carl. We've got to keep an eye on the leaders. Not changed yet. But Dave's looking very, very feisty as he's on the back of Cole through Dingle Dell there, and Cole goes a little bit twitchy on the exit. Manages to hold it, his teammate just in front of him, so that's going to give him a bit of hope, try and close up on his teammate. But it looks like the battle at the front has dropped down a little bit, half a second here, Adam.
Yeah, I think they may have just kind of settled themselves down, worked out exactly where everybody is faster, and Nappy Sack's kind of put his pace up again. Another fastest lap on that last lap as well. But Dusty's going with him. He's just waiting for any little mistake, and Dusty will be through. So there's 1.5 minutes left. He's still got an opportunity here.
Yeah, exactly. So Nappy Sack, Dusty, then we've got Clive, then we've got Haslett coming through now with Filippini just behind him. Cole still holding off Dave with Lofty now on the back of that group as well. Crafty's in the background in 9th place to see if he can close up the gap, and then there's a big gap, 7 seconds, maybe 8 seconds. And look at that. Look at Dusty now. The pressure is really on Nappy Sack. Minute to go. They will get another lap in here. So it's still anybody's race, but it'll be really harsh if Nappy Sack loses this one now. But Dusty's on the back of him again. Great exit off the corner again from Nappy Sack into Dingle Dell. Brilliant stuff. He seems to be on point round Brands Hatch today.
These two are pushing each other quite hard, and Clive seems to have been dropped a little bit now. So any mistake, and Clive can be back into this as well. This isn't over yet. Like you say, got another lap to go. Will Nappy Sack be able to hold on to this? I think he might just about have the measure of Dusty, but let's see what can happen. Last lap, you never know.
Yeah, Dusty. Nappy Sack still on that lead, and again, really late on the brakes there was Dusty. He's got a good exit as well off the corner. I was very surprised how quick he got off that corner into the braking zone of Druids. We're going to stay with these guys, 10 seconds to go. So it looks like the one other guys at the back going to still be able to finish the lap, maybe. And he's gone faster again. Dusty's got the fastest lap as well, 1:21.624. And again, very wide there from Nappy Sack, but he's still managed to get the power down, but might have a bit of dirty tyre on the left-hand side. He's gone purple again. This is a great race. It really, really is. These two are battling it out.
Stickman's gone in the wall. Sorry, Craig, Stickman's in the wall. I just spotted that because coming out of Druids.
Stickman in the wall. There we go. Oh, so we'll have to go back and have a look at that in a mo, but I don't think we will be able to as soon as these guys cross the line. But he's still on his case. What a great drive from both of them. And again, it's very difficult to stay in the tow so close. And Dusty's also doing a superb job to stay with him. But Nappy Sack looks like he might have this in the bag. One more corner, two more corners to go, shall I say. As he goes into the left-hander, make sure you get a good exit. Oh, I don't know, that was a little bit slow, wasn't it? As he come off that corner, or no? Again, Dusty done exactly the same. So it looks like Nappy Sack might have this in the bag here. Goes through the final corner and does so, and it is going to be Nappy Sack from Dusty who takes the first win. Congratulations to Nappy Sack, congratulations to Dusty, and well done to Clive for going third. He's very happy with that. Now here it is, Haslett is going to be over the moon. He didn't disconnect, so that's a win for him. Filippini in fifth. Carl's going to take sixth from Lofty, and Lofty's managed to grab seventh, so well done to Lofty. Dave takes eighth. Crafty in ninth. Well done to Crafty there. Lee's going to finish in 10th. Is he? Because Grandad's right on his case, but it is going to be Lee takes 10th from Grandad. From Lee, who's going to take 12th, so Lee did very well to come back and grab a couple of places there, so he will take 12th from Stickman, and Benno Big Time will finish in 14th. But there's your winner, Nappy Sack, and he absolutely deserved that, didn't he there, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a fantastic race. He had Dusty all over him for the whole race, and at one point Clive as well. So to be able to hold that pressure for the entire race as well, he did it from the front. That's just a great result.
It was a fantastic result. So let's have a look at those race results. It is Nappy Sack who takes the win. Dusty in second, Clive third, Haslett fourth, Filippini in fifth, Cole in sixth, Lofty in seventh, Next Gen Dave in eighth, Crafty in ninth, Lee in 10th, Grandad in 11th. Lee will take 12th. Then we have Stickman in 13th and Benno Big Time in 14th. So they will be your pole sitters for the next race. So we're looking for that, looking forward to that one. And a lot of people showing some congratulations there. I won't have a look in Discord at the moment, but great to see so many people joining us joining us this evening. And Bommy Youssef has also liked, and he's also followed, so thank you very much for following, sir. Really appreciate that. Obviously, Von Shadow, spoke to him earlier. He's just joined CC, great to see, and has now followed as well on Twitch, so really appreciate that. If you like what you see, please share, follow, like. Loads of thumbs up. We do appreciate the thumbs up on Facebook. If you do watch it on YouTube, please give us a like, because the more likes we get, the more thumbs up we get, the better it gets sent out across the YouTube airwaves, you know, so let's get it out there. But that was a great start to the evening, wasn't it there, Adam? Great start from Nappy Sack, but it's going to be a very different race in the next one with the reverse grid.
Yeah, it's proper close racing. The reverse grid, obviously, you've got the faster drivers at the back, so they've got to try and come through, but you've also got the pit stops as well, so that's going to make life a little bit interesting, see how they work the strategy, whether they can keep themselves out of traffic and get themselves through clearly and carefully. It's going to be difficult. I'm not going to call this one either.
Yeah, it really, really is, and fingers crossed everyone is able to stay in this one as well, because it was a really good race, really good race, really intense first race this evening, and I'm up for another one right now. And this is, like I said, it is a 20-minute race. There is a pit stop, and it is be crucial. Now, Adam, if you were in this race right now, we've seen quite a few weeks now that people are pitting very, very early. If you're in the spot of, say, you know, Benno Big Time or Stickman at the front, would you stay out or would you go in early and just get out the way of the traffic?
It depends on your start. I think if you make a decent start and you've got a little bit of a gap behind you, then you can afford to stay out and see whether cars behind you can see on your timing screen when cars starting to pit. So you can stay out and wait for them to pit and just keep the clear track. If you're at the back, it just depends on whether you're being held up. If you're at the back, you've got to pit early, I reckon. So it's going to be interesting to see how everybody does in this race.
Yeah, for sure, mate. I'm just going to make sure these guys ready up as soon as we can and get this race underway. But let's quickly have a look in the comms box, because I have actually got the guys in here. I didn't actually think they were going to come in, but they actually have this time, so it's fantastic. So let's have a quick word with Clive. Clive, what a great run that was, mate. Third place. Let's say we're pulling away, but you've still, you've got some big points today and holding that second place at this moment in time.
Yeah, that was hard work keeping up with those two in front. I was happy to settle for a third in the end, I think, because I had a few hairy moments trying to keep up with them. But yeah, that's a sweaty one on a warm night, sitting in my own pool of my own sweat, wasn't it?
Indeed, mate. But well done, buddy. It was a great run, and obviously you're in front of these two guys, so lots of defence and try and get that win. But have a good one. Have a good race.
Cheers. Thank you.
Let's have a word with Dusty, because Dusty didn't quite get the third win on the row, but I'll tell you what, mate, it was another good race. And what was it like sitting at the back of of Tom when he was racing there? And obviously we've seen so many times that when you do sit in that slipstream, it is quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Brands is a hard place to pass regardless, but I was trying to stay close enough to hopefully get a mistake out of Tom, but he didn't make any mistakes, and in the end I just couldn't get close enough. So congrats to him, and let's go for round 2.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Well done, buddy, and yeah, good luck. Next to you on the grid is the winner of the first race, Tom Hockley of Ted Tracks Racing. And mate, wow, what a drive that was, and lots of pressure, but you didn't falter once, mate. Very impressed. How do you think your race went in terms for yourself?
Yeah, no, there's a few squeaky moments, but I think that was probably one of the hardest races in terms of being out in front, having a driver like Dusty, on your rear end the whole race. Yeah, Brands, I knew that if I could just keep it on the black stuff, it'd be quite difficult with just how narrow and unforgiving Brands can be for Dusty to put a move on us. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think, especially the last few weeks, I've had a few disasters on track, but it's credit to Dusty again. A lot of drivers would force a move, especially when he gets right nose to tail. But no, great race. Obviously, respect from Dusty, and this should be flip it on its head. Should be completely different.
I'm looking forward
second
to this.
race.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Well, have a good one, mate. Great to have you
Awesome,
on, and good luck. Have a cracking race in the next one.
Cheers, mate.
So there goes Tom, there goes Dusty, and there goes Clive. So that's going to make a very interesting race, isn't it? We have got a few more people that have joined us. Aidan Carr has joined us. Thank you for liking. Dan David has also shared. Thank you very much for sharing. We do appreciate everyone that has shared and liked the stream. Please do so as much as you can. We have Mike Cochran there, has also liked the stream. Andy Stickland has liked the stream. Of course he is. He's now on pole. And so that's going to make it a little bit interesting. And CDM Craven there has also followed us on Twitch. Great to see. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. Great racing there. Well done to everyone. Says Rachel is watching on YouTube. So here we go. This is going to be an intense race. Just seeing there's nappies. Oh yes, it is a rolling start. You're very much right. Thank you very much for letting me know. So everyone's like, is that rolling start? Yes, it is. So rolling start in this next race. So you're going to see Benno Big Time and Stickland get away just slightly. But it is going to be intense anyway, so let's have a look and let's get this one underway. So it's going to be Grandad Lee, Lofty, Benno there on the track. 2 seconds to go, race 2. Looking forward to this one. Thank you very much, all you 30 viewers that are watching over on Facebook. Really appreciate that. So race 2 at Brown's Hatchery, your commentators Craig Cook and Adam Bath. And on pole position is Mr. Benno Big Time with Stickland in second. Lee is in third, Grandad fourth, Lee from Team Hardy's there in fifth, Crafty sixth, Dave in seventh, Lofty eighth, Carl in ninth, and the top 10 there is Filippini. But look how far back they are.
It's going to be hard for them, but it is a rolling start, so they're not going to lose too much time. If they were starting there and it was a grid start, then they'd be a little bit worried, but you can't really get a bad start on a rolling start, so they should be fine.
Yeah, but that's a very long way back, isn't it? What's that? We're looking, 10, maybe 10 seconds? That's maybe more. So away they go. Benno Big Time is going to be over the moon going into turn 1 on his own. I'm going to take this off and put this on. And it is going to be Benno who takes the lead into turn 1, as we thought that might happen. And into turn 2, it's still Benno Big Time. But we have seen so many times this rolling start has been absolutely epic. So Benno Big Time from Stickman at the moment. Lee's there in 3rd. There is Grandad in 4th. We've got Lee from Team Hard is there in 5th. With Crafty in 6th. So those two, watch out for them. We've got Dave there in 7th. And again, this is a good chance for Dave to pick up some points here. Lofty is also there in 8th. Cole in 9th. Filippini in 10th. Haslett is there in 11th with Clive in 12th. We've got Dusty in 13th. Nappy Sack in 14th. Very patient at the back there at the moment. But Benno Big Time is already under pressure from Stickman here, Adam. Oh, a little bit sideways.
Yeah, a little bit sideways there. He is under pressure, as you say, but there's a bit of a battle with first back as well between, where are we now, 4th, 5th, 6th, they're all together. It's everybody else for 4th.
Yeah, there we go. So everyone's got a ticket on the back end of Mr. Grandad there in 4th place. And everyone's got through. Oh, there's a little bit of a mistake there. So we lost someone there. There's a yellow flag. Oh, it's Benno Big Time. Benno Big Time has spun out of
Didn't
contention.
see what happened there.
So we will have a look at that. He was in 1st. Oh, he's off on the grass. Oh, and he's clipped Stickman as well. Luckily, he hasn't got no damage, but he's got aero damage. And he's just not having a good day at the office. The last 2 weeks has been a big time, so fingers crossed he gets sorted out. But did I just see someone going in the pit? Yes, I have. Look, Lofty, Dave, Nappy Sack has gone in. Nappy Sack has gone in. Haslett, Carl has gone in, and Benno Big Time stayed out. But these guys have pitted. Lofty, Nappy Sack, Carl, Haslett. This is going to be interesting. So Stickman in the lead. Lee is in 2nd. Grandad 3rd. Crafty in 4th. Lee from Team Hard is in 5th. Filippini is in 6th. Clive has stayed on the back of these guys, and he needs to get past them very quickly because Nappy Sack, we know, is very, very fast indeed. Dusty sitting on the back of this as well. So at the moment, it could be anybody's race. But there's Next Gen Dave. He's also gone into the pits with Lofty just behind him. So that is crucial to see what happens here because now Nappy Sack is in traffic. I don't think he knew how many people were going to come into this pit stop so early.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a mistake for Nappy Sack there because if he could see that the cars in front of him were coming in, he should have stayed out because he's got Dave all behind him now. Dave's got Haslett's got his 2nd wind. He's wanting to fight against the front runner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if Nappy Sack had stayed out, he would have had clear track and he could have made up a bit of time. But now he's still got all these cars in front of him and he's got to pass them on track now. So maybe a little bit of a mistake. And somebody's run wide there. Who was that? Next Gen Dave's run off.
Oh, yes it is. Great spot there, mate. I was just having a look at the leaders coming through there. So let's have a look. Next Gen Dave coming through Dingledale into the right-hander. And again, same place. He went wide again there last time. Has managed to get the car back on the track, has he? He's managed to do it. And Clive is now in. He's realised now he's got to go in. So there we are. So let's have a look. Where is Clive? He's there in 10th. He's coming out right in front of Haslett. He's behind Nappy Sack. And look how close that was coming out the pit stop. That was insane. Has Haslett got the inside line coming into the braking zone? No, he hasn't. So let's have a quick look at that. That was fantastic. Here is Clive coming out of the pits. There is Haslett. And look how close that was for Haslett there. Just needs to sit on the back of Nappy Sack a little bit longer and might have got that place there. But great driving from both and great respect as well. But it's still Lee in the lead. Crafty now in 2nd and all over the back of him. This could be a race for Crafty, but Lee will not give it up. He's raced it so many times at Brands in real life. So let's see what he can do.
You've got Grandad still doing quite well there in 3rd. I didn't mean to sound so surprised there, but he's actually holding off some good drivers. And I don't think he's pitted yet, has he? So there's a yellow flag somewhere as well.
Yeah, there's another driver off. It is Benno Big Time. He's just not enjoying himself at the moment. He's off on the track again. And this is very out of context for Benno Big Time. He's such a good driver, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. He's such a good driver. But Lee still holding the lead at the moment. Crafty pushing hard. He's going to try around the outside of Paddock Hill Bend into the braking zone, side by side.
This is going to be brave. This isn't going to work.
Crafty was very crafty. Just managed to salvage that. We got another driver in the pits. It is Benno Big Time, I think, that's gone out of the pits. No, it's Stickman there. Who else has just come out of the pits? Somebody else come out of the pits. That's Filippini. So Filippini's out of the pits as well. But it's still Lee in the lead from Crafty, from Grandad, from E-Team Hardsley. And Dusty is in trouble because he just can't get past these guys at the moment.
Yeah, Dusty should have pitted on that last lap because he's being held up by Lee and Grandad, who are fighting in front of him. Well, Lee's in front of him. He's not quite caught up with Grandad yet. He's actually pulled away. That was the driving from Grandad. But yeah, I think Dusty's holding himself up here. He should have pitted, getting himself some clear air.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Oh, look at Cole's all over the back of Lofty. Oh, there's a touch! There's a touch, and as he saved it, that's incredible. What a save from Cole there. That was a sensational save from Cole. He tried to get the inside line. It was a bit central, was Lofty there on the track, and he didn't know where he was supposed to go there, Cole. And he had the toe, and he sort of tried to get around the outside, managed to save it. That's great car control there around Hawthorns from Cole, and he has managed to get back on track. So Crafty now in the lead from Grandad. Now, is any of these guys coming in? No, they're not. So they're still out. Lee's dropped right back. So mistake there from Lee somewhere, because he was in front of these guys. There is Lofty in 6th, and I think pretty sure Lofty's already pitted. There's Clive. Nappy Sack is there as well. So has Nappy Sack made a mistake, because Clive's now in front of him? No, he's no. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I think that's about right. Cole's behind Nappy Sack. So Nappy Sack has made a mistake, hasn't he?
Yeah. Clive was behind Nappy Sack as he came out a bit. So I didn't see what happened there. We've missed that one, but Nappy Sack a little bit wide there coming out of Druids. But Nappy Sack's only 9 seconds off the lead, so he's still in this. But Clive's obviously in front of him. So
my goodness, sorry.
Interesting.
I was just watching Dusty round 30s, and he was on the inside line trying to put the power down. The back end was literally skiddish, and side by side with Lee Duncan there for Team Hard, E-Team Hard, and what a bit of skill that was. And again, Dusty trying to get down the inside, didn't do it. Again, he tried to and bailed out last minute. I think he was going to tag Lee there. And again, this is only playing into the driver's hands, because Lofty's not that far behind him. There he is, and there's Clive Smith. So Dusty's made an absolute boo-boo here, and there's another driver off, and it's Grandad. Grandad's in the way, and they're all trying to get around him, and he doesn't know where to go. And has he got that through? Yes, he has. Clive's managed to hold it, and Nappy Sack's looking down the inside. That was great driving again from these guys. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and Dusty's still staying out. He's tucked up behind Lee, but he's still staying out. He's got involved in this race rather than thinking about the strategy. And they're all over each other. He's got down the inside now. He's got second.
Yeah, he's got it down through Druids. Gets that place made. But watch out for Crafty, because Crafty's in a great position while everyone is battling away. Look at this. Lee's now battling away with Lofty. Lofty's down the inside of Lee. Clive Smith is trying to get through, and Nappy Sack's got the initiative here. And they're side by side. There's 3 of them going into Surtees. That's not going to work. Into the braking zone, and again Nappy Sack just had to bail out there, but he's got past Clive, and that is a place for position. And we've got to see where Dusty is now. Dusty's got some clean air now. Is he going to stay out a little bit longer? 12 minutes to go here. Is it worth him staying out, trying to get some open fast laps here, Adam, while he's got the opportunity to do so?
It might be, because you've got Nappy, but then he doesn't know that Nappy Sack's being held up as well, so he's just got to go for it.
Oh my goodness!
We've got a bit of time, but the fight behind here.
Lofty's off the track there. Oh, Filippini's gone wide, and he's managed to hold it. Lee was trying to hold the corner, and there is another driver off, and I think I'm not too sure, it was Lee from Team Hard there. He's gone off as well. Oh my days, it's really happening now, isn't it? So let's have a look and see what happened there with Lee. He's gone off, and he's trying to get control. Look, you see Filippini car in the background trying to hold the car, and there is Lee, gone round and round and round, and that's going to ruin the rest of his race. But Crafty's in the lead. Dusty 4 seconds behind. Nappy Sack has managed to get past now, and that's not enough. That is not enough to sustain that lead, and Nappy Sack might just win this. But Lofty is on a mission. He's trying to fight it with Clive. Clive's trying to get that inside line, and Lofty's got through. He's in a right good battle here.
Yeah, Lofty's now going to try and stick with Nappy Sack, because Nappy Sack is in the pound seat here. He's only 8 seconds off, and has he gone purple? No, he just missed out on that, but he's right up there. He's got the fastest lap actually, so yeah, he's in a good position here. Dusty still needs to pit. Yeah. Dusty and Crafty still need to pit, so Nappy Sack is in a good position here. He's only 8 seconds off the lead.
It's a great drive by Lofty again. Clive and Lee just behind. There's Cole there in 7th, Filippini in 8th, Next Gen Dave in 9th, Haslett in 10th. Stickman still on the back of this grid here. Absolutely brilliant. Well done to him. He's in 11th place there. There's Grandad, obviously, after the incident at the start. And we've got Lee there in 13th for Benno. Big Time is just not having a good day at the office today, which is a real shame. I really hope he does come back strong next week. But Crafty still staying out at this moment in time. Happy to stay out on 22s. Dusty goes over the line again. Does 21.6. And stays out. Nappy Sack as well stays out. Lofty's chasing. Lofty's on. I don't know what Lofty had for breakfast, and I don't know what he had for lunch, but he obviously had something really good for dinner, because he's all over. He's trying to close up on Nappy Sack here, and it's great to see that. It's great to see him doing so well in this pack. Let's go on board with Nappy Sack. And very impressed tonight with these drivers here at this very, very narrow track at Brands Hatch.
And Lofty's being pushed by Clive, don't forget, so he's probably going a little bit faster than he's possibly comfortable with, but he's hooked up trying to catch up with Nappy Sack, and he's got Clive pushing him along. So all three of them, there's a yellow flag somewhere in front of them. What was that for?
Yeah, I think that's Benno big time. I think he's just pulled over, he's just got out of the way, and then fair play to him again, he's just moved out of the way. I'm sure that must be a wheel setting or something like that. He's just like, look at that, Officer Lofty again. There we go. That's what happened. He just lost it through Hawthorns, and there's another incident in the background. Looks like they managed to sort that out as well, but a mistake there from Lofty going through Hawthorns. Let's have a look at that. That was sorry, Westfields. I do apologise. So going through Westfields here, he was trying to keep the pressure on and just goes off. And I'm just going to have a look in the background because Lee went a little bit wide there, saves the Audi R8 from the sandpit, and Carl behind him tries to push but still holds that 6th place. This is a great race, it really, really is. A few mistakes this time round with the people pushing hard, but still Crafty in the lead from Dusty from Nappy Sack. 8 minutes to go, and I think Dusty and Crafty are just hoping that Nappy Sack makes a mistake here, but it doesn't look like it. You can see Clive now closing up as well.
Yeah, and Nappy Sack is 3 seconds off of Dusty, so he's really, really caught up now. And Dusty not pitting, he's really hurt himself. He's going to fall quite a way back when he eventually pits. And Crafty as well was 6 seconds now to the lead for Nappy Sack. So they're catching up with Crafty.
Yeah, lights are on for Dave 88, and he's all over the back of Philippine. He's having a look down the inside here at Hawthorns. It's going to be very tough, but let's see the respect shown. Yes, brilliant stuff from Dave. Just let off the throttle. No, he didn't quite have the line there, and Filippini holds that place for 7th, and Dave is there in 8th. Haslett 9th. Haslett's now back in the mix and on the back of this group to see what he can do for the rest of this race, but it's still Crafty. Don't forget, 7 minutes to go. Anything can happen. Still people have to pit. Crafty's staying out again. Dusty, is he coming in this time? No, stays out.
Staying out again.
Nappy Sack still there, 3 seconds behind Dusty. This is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here. But Clive in 4th, Lofty in 5th, Cole there in 6th, Filippini, his teammate, in 7th. Then there's next gen Dave Haslett behind him. Stickman now in 10th. Well done to Stickman, keep pushing. Lee is there in 11th. Grandad is in 12th. E-Team Hards Lee is there in 13th. Got the wipers on, so it must be electrical problems with that car. Just made that up. Benno there in 14th. So Crafty at the moment is having a really good race, but got to get away from Nappy Sack. Still 6 seconds up the road.
What is it for a pit stop, Craig? Is it about 10 seconds? Because if it is, Crafty's going to drop down to about 5th place, maybe about 4th. So he's going to lose a little bit of time here by staying out.
Yeah, I think so. Benno Big Time's off the track again, and that's not going to be helping him very much. And Crafty still now 2.8 seconds away. Dusty is closing him in, but Nappy Sack is on a mission today. And I'm just trying to get into my what Dusty must have some sort of strategy or a NOS tank somewhere on that car that I don't know about.
Well, it's the only way that he's going to salvage a podium from this race, because he's been caught quite considerably over the last few laps by Nappy Sack and by Clive, and Lofty's not far behind either, and he's still got a pit, and he still hasn't come in either. Lofty's still out as well. Do they remember they've still got a pit?
Oh, yes they have. I was going to say Lofty's gone off the track. Oh, that's such a shame. He was doing so well as he held it. Yes, he has. Well done to Lofty. Just lost the back end coming through. I think he just got really excited to be up the front there and just lost the back end. He's now in 9th with Stickman there in 10th, but Haslett has got another place back, so very intense stuff. Still Crafty holding the lead from Dusty, from Nappy Sack, from Clive, from Carl. And I'm pretty sure Crafty and Dusty haven't pitted. I've not seen them go in.
I've not seen them go in. I'm pretty sure they still need to pit. So I don't know about the commentator's curse, Craig, but it's definitely the pundits' pressure, because I was just talking about Lee and he went off.
Pundits' pressure. I love that. So Crafty's still holding it. He made a little bit of time there on Dusty. Not a lot, just a little bit. But again, look at Nappy Sack. He's absolutely on fire at the moment. There's Clive in 4th place. Cole in 5th. Filippini in 6th. Oh, what a save from Filippini. Next Gen Dave might have a look down through Dingle into the braking zone. He doesn't want to lose the car here. He's lost it a couple of times today, and he's just decided to stay there. Oh, look at Lofty on the back of Haslett. Haslett is just trying to hold that 8th place at the moment, chasing down Dave and Filippini, but still Crafty in the lead. Dusty in 2nd, 4 minutes to go. Nappy Sack in 3rd. Clive Start again. Crafty in 1st, Dusty in 2nd, Knapsack 3rd, Clive in 4th, with Cole there in 5th, and still the battle at the back here between Filippini and Next Gen Dave is the one to be watching out for. And let's go on board with Filippini now. Through Druids into
It'll
the
be interesting if anybody's watching on YouTube, have they seen Crafty and Dusty pit? Because I haven't, and they're still out. There's only 4 minutes left of this race. They're going to lose a hell of a lot of time. They've left it too late.
Indeed they have, and just going to say, it says let's go Dave, says Alex Garvey. Great to see that. Go Dusty, get in there. Great to see Alex Garvey back. Great to see you, buddy. Racing a lot of F1 at the moment, but still it is Crafty in the lead, Dusty in 2nd, unless they've done a visibility version. Oh, we've got a spinner in the front there. Now, I don't think that's one of the front runners. I think that is Benno again.
Benno big time.
So, yeah,
Benno big time.
Again.
Yeah,
he
just spun and tried to get out of the way.
Oh, dearie me. He's not having a good day at the office.
He's got aero damage at the front as well.
He's got to come in surely this time. Yes, both of them. Are they both in? No, Dusty stays out again.
No, Dusty's staying out.
What is going on? So Crafty's in. Now this is going to be intense. Cole is, what was he? He was about 9 seconds, wasn't he? So there is Cole coming down the road, and I think Crafty's done it. I think Crafty's managed to get out. Yes, he has. He's done it.
Just out.
So Crafty manages to get out in between Clive and Cole there. So great stuff from Crafty.
I'm wondering whether seeing Crafty go in, and Dusty's just suddenly on. Oh yeah, I remember. I've got to pit in this race, and he's going to have to pit this. He's going to have to pit in this one. I think he was getting too hooked into trying to catch up with Crafty. Got you to pit.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. So Dusty has to pit. So let's have a look. We're going to see 7 seconds. I'll tell you what, it's going to be close between him and Cole. It's going to be very, very close, because Filippini, I think he'll jump in between
Crafty
Cole and
as well.
So I think he's going to. I think that'll be all right. I think he's going to come out a bit around sort of Cole, Filippini area, depending on what sort of a lap time he does here. He's trying to put the hammer down, but Nappy Sack is on another level tonight. Absolutely fantastic job from him tonight.
Yeah, and he's only 2 seconds off the lead. So of course, when Dusty pits, hopefully Dusty will pit this lap, and Nappy Sack's going to be clear out in the lead. Clive's hanging on, but he's just not really got the pace to live with Nappy Sack. Is Clive in?
There he goes.
Yes. Sorry, Dusty.
Dusty's in.
He's
Dusty's in. He has gone in now. Here we go. This is going to be very, very intense indeed. So let's have a look. There goes Crafty. There goes Filippini. So I reckon he's going to come out around. There he is. He does. He comes out just behind Carl. So he's in 5th with 1.5 minutes to go. There will be another lap after this. So it is going to be very intense. Can he get a podium? How far is he in front there? So was that Crafty? So what's that about? I'm trying to think now. Where are we? So that's about 1.5 seconds. So yeah, he's got a lot to do.
Yeah, and he's got to get past Carl as well. So and he's a bit further back from Carl, about 1 second back from Carl. So I don't think he's quite going to get the podium here. Unless there's a mistake up front.
Yeah, great job here from Nappy Sack. 2.5 seconds in the lead, minute to go. And I tell you what, it could have been all different, but he decided to come in. He was in the... Oh, and Crafty's got a little bit wide. Now, I'll tell you what, Carl's now on the back end of Crafty now, and he's under pressure. And again, dirty tyres as he comes through Hawthorns, he's through Westfields, and then they're getting a little bit nitty-gritty through Dingle there. And again, Crafty's trying to get out of the car, and he can't do it, and Cole goes through. So Cole is through into the podium spot, and now Dusty's on the back of both of them. So Dusty could still get a podium place here.
It'll be interesting to see if he can put Crafty under pressure, and Cole he's so far up he's getting a nosebleed, so we'll see whether he can handle the pressure as well.
So he finished second in the McLaren series that we had about 2 series ago and did a fantastic job there. Let's see if he can hold it. So Nappy Sack will be on his final lap. There is Clive in second, having a great race. Really impressed with Clive tonight. Carl is there in third, under pressure from Crafty and Dusty. So is that going to change? Filippini in sixth on the back of this as well. He's not that far behind. Lofty in seventh, Stickman in eighth, Next Gen Dave in ninth, and Haslett has obviously had a problem somewhere because he was in eighth spot and he's now at the back of that. Oh, have we lost Carl? No, he ain't. He's still there. Sorry, I just had a heart attack.
And the top 11 are still running round, so the top 11 got over the line before the counter run down, so we still got a bit of a fight. Oh, there's a bit of a tangle at the back. It was that between Lee and... I didn't see who that was. Lee and Haslett, I think. They just tangled a little bit going down into Graham Hill, but Lee backed out and gave Haslett that position back, so that was good driving.
Yeah, it really, really was. Nappy Sack there is in first, Clive second. Oh, and there's a... Oh, Crafty! Oh, my goodness. Nearly lost the back end of the car. He's managed to save it, but we're going to take a look at our leader, winner of race 1. He's going to do the double at Brands Hatch. Congratulations to Tom Hockley and Ted Tracks Racing and TTR Nappy Sack. Oh, and he just goes over the grass at the end. He's so happy. Clive in second. Carl takes third over the line. Crafty fourth. Dusty in fifth. Filippini's going to take 6th. That's massive points for Filippini and Cole today. Again, Lofty takes 7th. Well done to Lofty. Stickman's going to finish in the top 10, which is brilliant. He's going to be so happy with that. He finished and crossed the line over. A goes in 8th place. Lee is going to finish and cross the line in 9th. So this is a great drive from him. And again, it's just so many aliens in this race. It's brilliant. Lee goes over the line in 9th. Hass's going to finish in 10th. Next Gen Dave in 11th, Grandad in 12th, Benno Big Time still has to cross the line. There is E-Team Hard Lee in 13th place, and Benno Big Time is just going to get himself over the line, and he's just not had a happy day today, but he's going to cruise over the line now. And Nappy Sack, let's take a look at Nappy Sack. There he is as he goes through Surtees, and he takes the win. Congratulations to him. What a drive that was from Nappy Sack today, Adam.
To be honest, I thought he'd messed up that strategy by pitting with everybody in front of him, but he just got the hammer down and he just went for it.
He did indeed.
I think it was probably aided a little bit by the fact that Crafty and Dusty didn't pit as early as perhaps they should have done, but even so, he still had the pace and he still had to get there, and he's at the end of the day, he's won.
He has indeed. So let's have a look at those race results. It's Nappy Sack who takes the win. Clive in second, Carl third, Crafty fourth, Dusty in fifth, Filippini sixth, Lofty in seventh, Stickman in eighth. Then we have Lee in 9th, Haslett 10th, Dave in 11th, Grandad 12th, Lee for E-Team Hard in 13th, and Benno Big Time in 14th. Fastest lap was from Nappy Sack on a 1:21.813, a 1 minute 21.813 on lap 10. Oh, that's
impressive to do that late on in the race as well. That was obviously when he realised he was in trouble and put his foot down.
Yeah, yes, indeed. So we've got everybody in for a little chat. So let's have a look at who we have there. I think Cole's in the comments. Yes, he is. So let's have a quick chat with Cole from GT Harwood. But mate, that was a great drive. Very intense at the end there with Crafty on the back of you. But little mistake there. Gave you the opportunity to go through. Got a podium. Happy days. Filippini, your teammate there in 6th as well.
Yeah, very pleased with that, really. I think I only blinked once, and that were coming along, finished straight then of that race. So very intense race, but yeah, you can't really go off track or you're in trouble. So I just tried keeping clean, and yeah, got up to 3rd, luckily. So yeah, good race.
Yeah, well done, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Great to... sorry, apologies for the fireman going out there. It wasn't for any of our drivers. They're all safe. But Cole, yeah, fantastic job, mate. Well done. Great points again. Well done. Awesome, mate. Let's have a word with Clive. Is Clive there? Absolutely fantastic, Clive. Great job on track there tonight. Again, another podium for you. And that was pretty intense because we're just still a bit clueless what happening with Dusty. But hopefully we'll have a chat with him afterwards. But a 2nd place there, another podium tonight. Well done. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Dusty either. Just yeah, it's one of those things, I guess. I think every single brake board marker got knocked over in that race, so I didn't know where to brake or anything halfway through that. It was chaos, to be honest. Yeah, well happy with that. I'm going to have a cold shower now, I think.
Yeah, I know the guys in the CC Sim group will be very happy to give you a celebratory text in a moment. But well done, mate. Great job for CC Sim, and brilliant race, mate. Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
So let's have a quick word with Mr. Tom Hockley, mate. What a drive, double tonight. That's that was that
buzzing.
that was amazing. You know, you were in traffic. You looked like you were under a bit of pressure. Dusty was sort of making a little bit of progress, and then you decided to come in, and it was key, very, very key. Well done, mate. And how do you feel about that race? Because that was fantastic.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that race. Didn't expect things to kind of go the way that they did, because there's actually, like you say, a lot of us that came in to the pits at the same time. I think we all came in on lap 1, and I think 4 of us came out as a consultina, which was it was pretty fun to work through. And again, yeah, it wasn't perfect. There's a couple of moments. I think the highlight was myself and Clive going through. I can't remember who it was, but it was like the parting of the Red Sea. That was pretty fun, and yeah, again,
Dad, yeah.
you know, chasing down chasing down Dusty, thinking that he'd already pit, and then to see that both him and Crafty still had a pit to go. I think I was more surprised than anything to finish where I did. So very happy, and another great race.
It was, mate. You did absolutely fantastic. Great job again. But it was phenomenal to watch. It really, really was. And I was a bit worried because at the end of the race, when you were flashing your lights, you went on the grass. I thought, oh no. Luckily, you were close enough to the finish line to accept the win. So well done, mate. Brilliant stuff, and congratulations.
Appreciate it. Cheers, buddy.
We have got more drivers in there. Let's have a quick chat with a couple. Actually, let's have a quick chat with him now. Dusty's in the chat room, and me and Adam were just wondering, Dusty, did you forget to pit?
No, I didn't forget.
Oh, okay. That's right then.
Well, I usually come in lap 1, but a whole bunch of people came in. I'm like, all right, well, I'll stay out. And then when I was going to pit, Clive went in right in front of me, and I didn't want to get stuck behind. So I'm like, all right, I'll stay out. And then I got in a bit of a battle with, was it Lead? And we had a good battle, and then he went into the pit. I'm like, all right, well, I'll stay out. And then by then I looked, and Tom was 3 seconds behind me. I'm like, well, that didn't work. So then I just went in and pit. But congrats to Tom and Clive and Carl, the top 3, and go to Spain next week.
Yeah, we do indeed. It's going to be lovely and hot there in Spain. And but brilliant job, mate. Absolutely epic race. And hats off to you, because that was a tough one. Very difficult to find a pit stop where he could get out without any dirty air. But well done, Dusty. Fantastic job, man. So let's we'll have a quick word with Haslett, because I just want to say congratulations to Haslett, because he didn't disconnect tonight. Well done, Haslett. That is definitely a win for me. But did you enjoy your first race tonight at Brands Hatch? Because it looked like you did.
Yeah, I knew I had to stay with the top 3, but as soon as you get out of the slip, you've got no chance with that car.
Yeah, very much so. But yes, sorry, mate, you did a fantastic job. But obviously, what happened in race 2? Because you were there, weren't you? And then it just sort of went a little bit haywire, because you were doing so well, and then 2 laps to go, and you didn't seem very happy.
I got caught out in the pits because like Tom, I got put in the first lap, and I was about 4 or 5 got caught out there. And then the second and last lap, is it NGEX Dave? He span just in front of me, and as he span back on track, I went to avoid the grass, and that's it. Yeah, just gone from there. So I was just chasing from afters.
Oh, it's a real shame, mate. But again, you did. It was great to have you on the track, and great to have you for at least 2 races. But great first race. Well done, buddy.
Thanks.
Let's have a quick word with Stickman, because Andy, that was a intense start to the race, because you were on the back of Benno. Obviously, then he made a big mistake just coming out the exit of Dingle Dale there, and you didn't get no damage, but trying to hold it against these guys is another thing, isn't it? But you did well again tonight.
Cheers, Craig. It was. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely fine, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, Apologies to Benno. I couldn't avoid him. I saw him on the grass. He was coming back across, and I was trying my hardest not to make contact. I didn't even know whether I should have pulled over to let him catch up again. But yeah, it was tough, and I made a mistake at the top of that hill. I think second lap went wide, and it was just a case of damage limitation then, really.
Yeah. Yeah, well, mate, again, just showing that great enthusiasm to keep pushing, and I mean that's what we love at CC. Instead of dropping out, exiting the game, and getting frustrated, keep pushing on. And again, massive shout out to Benno big time, because that must have been a very frustrating race for him, and he still carried on. So well done to Benno, massive respect to you, buddy. But Stickman, another great race for you tonight, mate. Well done.
Cheers, great, and thanks to everybody on the. It was really good, clean racing. It was a good race tonight. Liked it.
Yeah, it really, really was. And another one that had a really good race was Mr. Lofthouse. Lofty, great drive, mate. It's just a real shame. It's just me and Adam were literally just saying that you're probably pushing over that limit now, where you're in that danger zone. Excuse the pun. Of the nappy sacks and the dusties, and you were there. You were staying there. Clive was behind you, kept putting you under pressure, and you did a fantastic job. But that one mistake just meant more mistakes were coming, wasn't it? Because through Hawthorns, that was enough, wasn't it, just to sort of take you off balance?
Yeah, I knew by pitting. I know that I'm consistent around this track, so I knew by pitting in the first lap, but I didn't realise everybody would go in. So I had some good markers in the pits with me, following me out. But two mistakes that I've not made on all the laps that cost me a podium, because I would have been there because I was in front. They were getting held up by Dave, I believe. I think it's Dave. Yep. And I knew that if I pushed on, Dave would give me enough of a gap to keep going. And I don't know. I just pushed, and I didn't need to. I just needed to just continue my race, and I'd have got that third spot. But hey ho, I'm getting better, so that's all I'm bothered about.
Yeah, I mean, well done, mate. Great job again, and it's like I said earlier on. I was saying it's a great job from you tonight, and great to see you up there again. Well done, buddy.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
So there we go, Mr. Alan Bath. That was a bit of an interesting evening, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very hectic in that second race, because it was always going to be when you've got the pit stops going in, trying to keep an eye on what everybody was doing. But fantastic result for Nappy Sack to come back from the back, hit early, and for that strategy to work. I mean, we were talking about the strategy early on, and I said I don't think that's going to work. Well, it proves how much I know, doesn't it? Because he still went on to win. Don't listen to me next time.
Power punditry. There we go. Brilliant
stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mate.
There we go.
Awesome, mate. It was fantastic to have you again, and and obviously, unfortunately, we're not going to see you at Pembrey, but we are seeing you at Silverstone for the Mighty Minis, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll be on track racing in real life, so hopefully I can do a decent result there. It can't be any worse than the last time I raced at Thruxton, where I got wiped out. But there we go. It's one of them things. So yeah, I'm not at Pembrey, but you are. So good luck with that, mate. I'm sure you'll do a fantastic job on the comms like you did at Castle Coombe, and it's obviously going to be live. So if anybody listening to this needs to see what the Mighty Minis are like, go onto the 750 Motor Club and look that up and watch that live Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Yeah, so that's it. Mighty Minis are with us at Pembrey this Saturday and Sunday. Live comms from myself for both of those races over the weekend. I will be with Ian Snowman, should I say, and obviously the other races that are on as well at the 750 Club. And it's all going to be on the Facebook and YouTube channel, so go and check them out. Have a look at it. And I'll put a link up on CQ Sim Racing. But it's going to be an absolutely fantastic day Saturday, and then it's going to be an even better one on Sunday with a little bit of rain apparently on its way. So that's going to make it a little bit interesting. Next race we have the Clio Cup. We have another 3 races, ladies and gentlemen, so we do hope you come back on Monday. We are at Monza for the Clio Cup, and we're also with the Atenza GT4 Championship. And then next Thursday we are back with the Audi R8s at Catalunya, the Spanish Grand Prix track, and we're really looking forward to that as well. So please come back on Monday for the Clio Cup and Atenza, and next Thursday for the Audi R8s. And we've got more news. Obviously, unfortunately, with the problems we're having with GT7, we are going to stay with GTS, and we've got another few races, new series coming up, with one that's just going to be for the elites. So you're going to see the best of the best at CC racing in a 14-car brawl. We're really looking forward to that. But that was Adam Barr. So, Adam, thank you very much for joining me tonight, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been very interesting watching that once again. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. And I'll be racing in the Clios on Monday. I've got a special livery lined up for that one.
Absolutely fantastic. So that was Adam Barth. My name is Craig Cook. I'm your guy. We'll be your commentators tonight. This is CC Sim Racing. Join us on Monday for more action. Take care. Good night.